Ladies and gentlemen, Austin.
Hey.
Austin is here, and I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, and we are about to crack open a beer. This is a after work podcast for Austin.
There we go.
He is and we have Dakotah here as well. Thank you.
My beautiful wife.
Oh, you know what, Dakotah? I know what you can do. Can you turn on those lights? Hit that button. It's right towards the top. That's the one. And now it's going to be right.
Okay.
It's not terrible, right?
Lights, camera, action.
That's it. Now we're rolling.
There we go.
Now we're rolling. Well, we could edit everything out.
Beautiful.
Up until this moment. But thank you for coming.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
It's an exciting time. You drove
all the way out to Denver.
Stanley.
Very close. Very close.
Tell everybody what we're drinking.
Today I am drinking Miller Lite. It is rocket fuel. It gets me going.
I've noticed that you like drinking nowadays.
I do.
I don't know if that was always the case.
I think I've always liked to drink,
okay.
But it's definitely I don't think I drink as much as I used to. Do I?
What was your hot? Like, what was the peak?
COVID.
Oh, really?
For sure. Actually, right when I quit working for the city, I worked for the city of Charlotte.
Water?
As a lineman.
Never water. Why do I always say water?
I don't know. You always say water.
I
it's
always
okay.
say water. I think I knew this guy named Ben who worked. I apologize. Go ahead.
Water was the place that a lot of people wanted to work because they were the only part of the city that was private sector. Okay. So we were all paid off of taxes and things like that. Charlotte Water was fully self-funded. So they had like a completely different budgeting system. So you typically made more money if you worked for Charlotte Water because you didn't have to go through all the red tape to get a raise, essentially.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
the public sector sucks for raises.
Oh, it's I mean, you work for the public sector.
Yeah. I wonder how bad I could like bash Charlotte Fire. Charlotte Fire is awesome, a great place to work. Did you apply?
I did.
How far are you?
So next Saturday is my written exam,
okay.
Which I do have a question about. I don't know if you know anything about. I'm sure you do.
I'm sure I do.
Last time I took the exam, a couple years back to try to get hired on the fire department, and it was basically kind of an exam where you just walk in, and it's like they give you like 30 seconds or a minute to like look at a photo, and then it's like, okay, what time was it? Stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay, but now I don't know if this is a thing where someone's just trying to make money. They like send you a book. Well, they don't send you a book. They send you a link and you click on the link and they're like, make sure to buy this book to study for the exam. But it's not Charlotte Fire or anything like that. It looks like somebody started a business selling exam books that you don't really need. So I didn't know if you know, like if you actually need to buy an exam book.
I am so out of the loop when it comes to recruitment. I have no idea what kind of tests they do nowadays.
Okay.
Now, 13 years ago when I took the exam, I do remember that picture. And
yeah, it was like a crazy, like it was like Times Square or something.
It was a picture of a city.
Yeah.
And it said, what was the window washer wearing, or how many roses did the girl have? It was a memory. It was a memory thing, absolutely. Which I don't remember. I don't know if I knew it was a memory thing going into it, because the funny thing was I took notes on that as if I was going to take the test again. As soon as I walked out, and I don't know if it's cheating or not, maybe it is, and I told a lot of people what was on the picture.
I remember a lot of people doing that.
As soon as I walked out of that place, I was like, I took notes on the photo, every question that I could remember, as if I was going to take the test a million times, because I had taken the test a million times in Florida.
How many times did you apply? How many times did you go through the process?
I only applied at Charlotte once,
okay.
But I applied at different departments 20 to 30 times, maybe. It was I had memorized my license number because I had filled out so many applications.
That's unbelievable.
In the Charlotte area, I applied at Charlotte Fire, obviously, Gastonia, Kannapolis, maybe Matthews full time.
If you apply for Gastonia, that's like you're showing you want it. You're like, guys.
Why does everybody hate on Gastonia?
That panel interview was like, guys, I applied for Gastonia.
Did you? I want to hear your opinion of why you hate Gastonia.
So I don't hate Gastonia.
Oh, I know. He doesn't hate Gastonia.
I don't hate Gastonia. I love all lands. From my experience working in the city, we had a group of guys that worked or they lived in Gastonia.
Okay. Oh no.
And they were just all the same, dude.
Really?
I tell her about this story. There's a guy that we named Hard Hat.
Okay.
Because he didn't take his hard hat off. He would wear his hard hat into work. Like he would drive. And I know because I had coworkers that would intersect, like when Gastonia kind of comes into Charlotte. Mm-hmm. They would like come like this, and they would take photos of him wearing the hard hat
on his way to work.
On his way to work, and same thing on the way home. And so we call him Hard Hat. Anyways, there was multiple people that all came from Gastonia, and all of them were the exact same.
In real estate, dude, there's so many people that I meet that are like, oh yeah, Concord. You're like, where are you looking? Concord, Matthews, Chester, South Carolina, anywhere really, except for Gastonia. I don't know what it is. It's across the board, dude. Everybody hates it. I don't know. Not everybody hates it. It has that reputation. Sure. It has that reputation.
And I don't know why. Like, I'm sure there's something that happened years ago that maybe
it's the word, like Gastonia.
I personally think that it's a terrible name. I think like if they just change the name to like something more pleasant, like for instance, same thing is I've never been to Locust. Never been. But I'll never live in Locust. For the exact.
Why? You didn't like the little bug?
It's just the name.
Oh, my buddy Kenny lives in Locust, but that's a.
Sorry, Kenny.
I don't think he would ever listen. He might listen to it. I don't know. He's a good friend of mine.
Hey,
he's in my networking
if
group.
he is listening. Sorry.
Kenny, we hate Locust. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude. The fire department was almost traumatic how many times I applied.
I bet.
Because I was going through the process during the worst recession of probably our generation over there in Southwest Florida. 2009. And you guys lived there during that time, right? But you were babies.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was probably like 10 years old, and I know I remember that for a certain reason.
I was born in 97.
Yeah, so about 10 years old.
Yeah, because I was young. I was 16, and I barely knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I was 16 when I moved down there in 2007. But you don't remember? Do you remember anything about the recession? Okay, what do you remember?
So I remember my dad. Okay, he was always like a pretty hard worker. Always made decent money. So like, whenever I was with him, like I didn't realize that we were comfortable until the recession. And like I remember, we had just bought a second home.
Oh.
And it was a beautiful house. It was like a big house, out in like Northwest Cape. Okay. And he was like coming home, and I remember I was playing Guitar Hero. And he came home from a pizza place. And I remember like just putting it together. He was like wearing like a pizza shirt, and I was like, "Dad, what are you doing?" He was like, "Dude, I gotta work at a pizza place." And so like,
what did he do before? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Well, he still owned a plastering company. Oh, okay. So he did construction during the day, but since Southwest Florida is a huge construction area, it's like that was the first thing to go. People stopped building, people stopped doing all types of stuff. So he was doing what he could during the day, and then delivering pizzas at night. And so I remember I went from I don't know, it's just like funny little memories.
Do you remember your life changing? Like not 100%. Being able to do certain things?
100%. I was like, but like you don't understand like what money is. So you're just like, why are we eating this stuff? Like I remember like it's just like funny memories. Like I remember my lunch for school started like it used to be in a lunchbox. Okay. It's the stupidest stuff. It used to be in a lunchbox, and now it was in just a brown paper bag.
You got rid of your lunchbox?
Dude, I don't know what happened.
Times are tight.
Dude, times are tight. But I'm piecing it together right now.
Oh, shit.
And then what else? There was something else that happened.
Getting rid of your kid's lunchbox to make ends meet is
it probably
next
just wasn't,
level.
It might have just had not gotten replaced.
Imagine sitting there and being like, got to sell the lunchbox.
Dude.
It's got, we could probably get a couple bucks for it.
Go to the end of the street.
Yard sale, sell
and
everything.
Shoes. I remember shoes. I used to get shoes like it felt like whenever I needed shoes,
Sure.
like it was, we get new shoes. And I remember my stepmom being like, make sure you like these shoes because these are the only shoes you're getting this school year.
Damn.
And I was like, dang, okay. Well, give me a minute.
And you're in 5th grade at this time. 5th, 6th grade?
Yeah. And so that's when it started hitting me. I was like, oh. And then I remember we basically had to like hide vehicles because they were repoing them. And then that's when it really hit me. I was like, dang, they're taking the cars now too.
Damn, they took your... Dude, my dad has so many bad stories of the recession. He worked at Bank of America.
Oh, okay.
And he was terrible. But before I talked about my dad, living in Cape during those years, my grandpa owned a house, and I think my mom and Neil owned a house. Both of them just stopped paying their mortgages.
There was
let
no
it go.
point. There was no point in paying.
It took 2 years for people to get for us to get kicked out. 2 years, no mortgage, just friggin' living the dream.
Dude, my uncle did it. My dad's brother. I was like, I remember during that recession when everyone started going down, I was like, man, he's spending a lot of money. Like, and it's just because he just stopped paying the house. Wow. So whatever he was doing, he just kept on, going golfing every weekend. And
damn.
And I was like, yeah. And then later I found out my dad was like, yeah, because he's not paying his mortgage.
But did he have money to go golfing and stuff? Or?
I guess he never missed it.
Gosh. Man. Yeah. That was a wild time, man. I remember my buddy Mike talking about going from literally the most money he's ever made, $3,000-$4,000 in 1 week, to like $900 the next week. And he was saying, oh man, how do I live off $900? And then the following week there was zero work. He made $0.
Yeah.
And for things to happen that quickly, that's got to be scary as an adult. Because as a kid, I was just like, damn, nobody's hiring the fire department, man. Like, I'm trying to get hired down here, and the place I'm applying at just laid off people that had been there for like 3 to 5 years.
The fire department?
The fire department was laying off in Southwest Florida.
Oh my
dude.
God.
Obama visited Southwest Florida. It was horrible down there.
I didn't know that you could get relieved as a firefighter.
Well, Charlotte never did around here. I don't think it hit as bad around here. I think people were still moving here. Good, but Southwest Florida got hit terribly.
And I think it's because in Southwest Florida, construction is the biggest. And that's their bread and butter.
Right.
And so that's the first thing that when investors have money, and then they don't, they stop investing, they stop building. So my dad said he noticed the construction industry just drop.
He did stucco, plaster. What is plaster?
It's stucco.
Okay, so he was just no more houses being built. My buddy Mike did screened-in porches because all the mosquitoes and no-see-ums or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He said he went. Same
They're all
thing.
down there.
They're not building. It was so. Did you like living in Cape?
No, not at all.
I thought it was the worst place.
No.
Geographically, it was like the worst place to live ever.
Some people love it. I mean, my wife, she likes Florida.
Did you like it?
I like Florida.
Yeah. But I'm saying, if you had to go back, you'd be okay with Cape? Cape
That's
Coral?
where my family is. I don't mind Coral. Personally, Sarasota was.
Sarasota was nice.
Sarasota's pretty,
Sarasota's like a whole different.
Yeah.
a whole
I mean, I
different
guess
thing,
Cape might have some pretty beaches, Naples or whatever, if not too far. But
yeah, but Cape itself, it was like, at least when we started actually becoming an adult, it was like, I don't know what this place has I mean, when you're a kid, it doesn't really matter where you live.
do you guys consider yourself millennials? Or
I don't think I am.
Are you Gen Z?
I think I'm, am I Gen Z?
I don't know. Well, that's the next after millennials. Is it not?
Maybe. I don't
No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's millennial. It's Gen X, Gen Y, millennials,
So what's the cutoff then?
and then Gen Z. What do you mean? Oh,
Like
what's the
to become
cutoff
millennial?
to make?
Yeah.
I think my brother's like the youngest millennial at 96. It depends on who you ask.
Oh, okay.
When were
Yeah.
you born?
98.
Oh, I think you might be like an old Gen Z.
I'm an old Gen Z.
But did you ever experience any part of the recession when you got to 18?
No, I think we were on the come up.
You're definitely not a millennial. You got to experience the recession to be a millennial, I feel like.
Yeah, so then I guess I didn't myself, like I never personally had to deal with like money issues or anything like that.
He's well off, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
I have never dealt with anything.
I meant around that time.
No, of course.
None of my own funds.
This is a smart guy, guys. If you haven't met Austin, him and Dakotah are very wise beyond their years, and I've always appreciated that about you. You guys are.
Well, I appreciate that.
You taught me a lot, dude. Honestly,
Me?
about real estate. Seriously,
For real?
I had never heard of Zillow Leads until you introduced them.
Dude,
I think we talked about this the other day, but I still work with Zillow Lead clients to this day.
Dude, it takes money to make money, man. As long as you're on top of them things. And the person that taught me about it was Michelle.
About Zillow Leads?
Yeah. And she told me the name of the game is just how fast can you answer that phone? How fast can you how fast can you make an appointment with them? Yep. Even if they're not sure. Like, if they don't know what they want to do, okay, well, let's talk about it during coffee.
Just get in front of their...
Get in front of their face. And we know because that when we first were buying a home, it totally worked on me. Like, I called one person. She was the first person to answer, and she said, let's go get coffee. She was a terrible realtor. But
you gotta tell the story. I'm sorry. Continue. Go ahead.
No.
Terrible realtor.
It falls right in place. You don't have to be a good realtor. You just have to pick up the phone. It's honestly that simple in the beginning. Anyways, we had a realtor that she was very quick to pick up the phone, very good at doubtfinding. She killed it. And we were like, we don't really know what we want to do. She was like, okay, well, let's go get coffee. So we did. Ton of energy, super high energy lady, which to me that was fun. I was like, okay, this lady's getting me.
She's older.
Yeah, she was older.
Okay. How old was she?
Probably 50 something.
Okay. High energy.
And she was like, oh my God, you got this loan. And I told her from the beginning, like, I don't have the money for like a brand new home or anything like that. And I also want something that I can kind of renovate and build some equity in. And she was like, she started teaching me about all these different loans that I found out later were scams. They were totally scams. I forget how it worked out, but all of them, like, it all went through her somehow. Like, every single great idea she had somehow only benefited her.
She was trying to show you, this was the girl who was trying to show you her listings, right?
Yes. And she kept trying to get me to take a hard money loan.
I didn't know that.
With her private lender. Oh. Which I think was just some guy.
Hard money loan's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Unless you're not a terrible idea if you're flipping.
If you're flipping
and you were
know
trying
exactly
to flip
what you're doing and you have your timeline all worked out and it's not your first one, hard money loan can do it. But 19 years old and not knowing what the hell you're doing, hard money loan's probably not a great idea. Anyway, so she started, I started sending her all these homes that I wanted to look at. And she would be like, oh, that's good. How about this? And like she would send her house. And I was like, okay, I guess we'll go look at that one. And then it got to the point where like I would send her like 5-6 homes in a row. I'm hoping to just see one of them. Like, just give me one. And she would ignore me for days and then be like, hey, we need to go see this house tonight. It's a great deal. And I was like, okay.
That's so weird.
And for someone who knows nothing about this, I was like, she must know what she's talking about. Dude, we were at the craziest houses in the middle of nowhere, meeting at like 9 o'clock at night. It was like a terrible situation. And then we did want to see a particular house that we made it pretty clear. And she was like, I don't have a way to get there. And we were like, okay, well, do you need to borrow our car? And she was like, really? Like, it's one of those things that you offer that you like assume they're gonna say no.
Right.
And she was like, yeah like, no, we'll take it. I was like, okay, well, I guess she's gonna take our car. So she took our car, and she actually did show us some houses that we wanted to see.
In your car?
In my car. And
did she drive you around?
No.
In your car?
No.
Okay, you drove.
We still haven't meter.
Okay.
She kept it for a few days to work.
Oh. Yeah, she took it longer than we were hoping. And then one day we're like, we need our car back.
Did you have another car at this one? Okay, so you're letting her. Okay.
Yeah, and so we met up with her at a house because we were like, we really need our car back. We also wanted to fire her. So it was a weird situation where we needed the car back and we also wanted to fire her. So we had to keep it cordial until we got the car. And so she's pulling in the house and we're sitting in the driveway. She was always late. And she's doing her makeup while she's driving, windows down, waving at us, doing the makeup, and smacks the mailbox right in front of us. And me and Dakotah looked at each other. We were like, dude, there's no way that just happened. There's no way she just hit a mailbox. And she acted like nothing happened. Didn't even talk about it. So she pulls in. We see the house. We're in and out because we know this is kind of it. Like, we're just getting the car back. That's all we're doing.
Did you like the house? Or did you want to see that house actually beforehand?
I'm sure I did.
Okay.
I'm sure I did. I don't remember totally. But we get in the car, man. It just reeked of cigarettes and her makeup everywhere. Every surface was like sticky. And I just remember thinking, dude, this is something I'll never do again.
And it motivated you. You did all that, and then you got your license.
I did, because I thought, dude, there's no way. Like, if there's another realtor out there that's doing this and they're making money, I can do this. Like,
dude, that is such a large part of what motivated me to do a lot of things in life. You're like, if this motherfucker can do it, I can do it. I know him. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. If that dude's making that much money, surely I could do it.
Oh, 100%.
That's a great way to live, I think. You know?
Yeah.
How hard can it be? You know?
And you'll find out. If it's not for you, like, okay, then just don't do it anymore. Like,
right. Oh, and I don't think it's real estate that's difficult. I think it's sales that's difficult.
Oh, 100%.
You know, I think people get in their heads about, I don't want to be the guy or the girl asking for sales or whatever. And it gets a little, you overthink it a little bit and you're
100%.
like, oh no, I sound douchey. I sound salesy. I don't want to be that guy. But it's a great way to make a living.
And if you're not going to do it, somebody else is. Somebody else is.
And you don't have to be, I don't think you have to be pushy in sales. Like, you can try to seize the deal. And I'm not saying like the first time they say no, give up on them. But you don't have to be like, I don't know, man. It's just some people get in their heads about how they sound. And it's like a lot of times when you can make a lot of money in sales. Sales is, if you're selling your podcast or you're selling your business or you're selling an idea or whatever, if you do that and people can get behind it, you can make a ton of money.
Sales has made the most millionaires out of any single profession.
Look that up.
No, I know. I'm pretty sure.
No, I believe it.
Brian Tracy, he's a motivational speaker.
Okay.
He said it. So I believe it.
No, it has to be because all the people who start a company, you can start the best company in the world, but if you don't pitch that company to somebody, it's not going to matter.
100%.
You can't start any kind of company without getting funds exteriorly from somewhere or something.
And the only way to get the funds is to sell it.
That's to pitch it. Yeah.
Tell me why I should give you the money. You know what I mean?
And that's tough, dude. My buddy Jesse just told me he is trying to start a beverage company. Good friend of mine, Jesse Stremke, he's trying to start a beverage company, and he ran me through a whole pitch. He like had what seemed like a PowerPoint to me, and he was like, "Hey, let me send this to you, whatever." And it was just a phone call, but he just went through a 12-page pitch, and he has done well for himself.
Did you invest?
No, I don't think I had the money, dude. Honestly, he was saying he wanted way over my head the things he was saying, and I'm gonna butcher it, but what he was saying was it's like the first seed round, and it's $500K. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm like, I'm excited to possibly invest in this beverage company. Can I taste it? He's like, oh, no. This is the seed round. So there's no product. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
But so I'm supposed to invest. Not that I have the money to help this dude out anyway. But hey, we're shouting him out. So you're supposed to invest basically on the idea and the possibility. And once he gets $500K, whatever, $300K, whatever it might be.
Then you can taste it.
Then he makes the product, and then you can taste it. So I'm like,
so
it's kind of crazy.
Making a beverage, or is it like a bottling? Or
no, it's like making a beverage, like Black Rifle Coffee or Kill Cliff or something like that. The way he pitched it was, and I'm not gonna do it any justice, but the way he pitched it was he's doing catering to the working class. So he wants a beverage so that like the construction guy, when you pass by a construction guy, he's like, Yeah, he's drinking a
Is it like an energy
Jesse
drink?
Incorporated bottle.
Is it an energy drink?
No. I don't know.
I gotta know what kind of beverage it is now.
He described it as a beverage company for the working class, similar to Black Rifle Coffee. Okay. And that brand that Rifle Coffee has, you know what I mean? The same kind of concept. But who knows?
Did he go to school for something like this?
No, dude. You know what he did? I'm gonna check on this AC because it is burning up in here. Are you hot? I feel like
I feel great.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sweating. He actually really did well for himself, dude. He was like an exec on for Target, I think. He was an exec for Target, and he just made a bunch of money, and he started his own manufacturing company, and he made a bunch of money. And I mean, like, I don't know him that well, but it seems like everything he's done pretty good for himself. So, and he's just smart. Have you ever talked to someone who's just, you could tell they're pretty smart.
100%.
Or they know what they're talking about in certain subjects.
Oh yeah.
So he knew what he was talking about when it came to manufacturing. He knew what he was talking about when it came to land development. So I like picked his brain a couple times about land development, and he's like rattling off some stuff. And I'm like, bro, Jesse, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, well, normally when people do this, and I'm like, as soon as you said normally, I don't know anything. You know what I mean?
Normally, typically.
He's a good dude though, man. He's a old friend of mine.
I hope that works.
For him?
Yeah, it works.
I don't know.
I would love to try whatever it is. I'll drink it. I'll drink it here.
We'll be drinking right here. Right now we're drinking Miller Lite, but I do want to get the next one we gotta grab a Miller High Life.
The champagne beer?
The champagne beer.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean it like that, no. Dakotah. But I do have the bottle opener in my truck. Gosh. Yeah, but the going back all the way to applying at the fire department in Florida, the only thing that I did at that time in my life was try to get hired for the fire department. And I failed miserably for like a year and a half straight, or 2 years straight.
Quick question. So in Charlotte, there's so many applicants because there's no prerequisites. You can just show up. In Florida, you have to have your firefighter 1,
mm-hmm.
and do you need a firefighter 2?
You needed that back then, dude. Yeah. So you needed your firefighter 1, firefighter 2, and EMT in Florida in 2011.
So does that mean that there's less applicants?
Yes, but I think the pay is so much more down there that it's just super competitive. And I might have just been there during the wrong time. You know what I mean? I think it's easier now to get on. But down there, it's fire paramedics a lot. A lot of them are. So I think it's a lot harder to get on. Excuse me. If you're trying to get on just as a firefighter EMT, I think there are certain places that will only let you get hired as a firefighter medic, which is wild. Because up here, Austin has his driver's license and he's 18 and his high school diploma and he
you
can
don't
apply.
even need that, just a GED.
No, okay, just do GED.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude, it's wild, and we're so far behind the game up here. We're literally probably 10 years behind Florida.
Really?
It seems like, you know what I mean?
In what ways? Like
pay, applications. It seems like to me. You know, I think we have pretty decent fire trucks around here, but you got to take it as a grain of salt because I am not one of those dudes. And if anybody is listening, he's like, that motherfucker doesn't know nothing. Because, and they're probably right, because I don't visit Florida anymore and I don't go to the National Fire Academy and the FDI. I think there's like in Indianapolis, they have like a annual fire conference and all that stuff. Like I don't ever do any of that. So
the firefighting games? Like
the fire, yeah, no, dude, they have so much shit.
I did see something where it's like they do competitions to like run up ladders, and
that's pretty cool. But it's not.
Cool.
It's more about physical endurance than actual fire department stuff. But
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was a hard time, man. It was so difficult because money was tight. The economy sucked. I hated Florida. My mom and Neil left to go to North Carolina. And even though I wasn't paying rent, I was just like, motherfucker, I cannot get hired down here. And all the people.
So they left to North Carolina and you stayed?
For 1 year, because I was dating a girl down there.
I see.
I was dating a girl pretty seriously, and I was trying to get hired. And then, if you remember, all this remote bullshit nowadays is like, it's easy to get off from work, and it seems like everybody can just like leave their job. But for me down there, I couldn't get off of work to go apply. And they were always like, oh yeah, come apply.
What'd you do for work?
Tuesday at 1 p.m. I worked for Image First. It was.
Oh, yeah,
do you remember that?
Oh,
yeah, freaking Johnny Ledley or whatever. The Ledleys owned it.
Yeah,
you know them.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was like the mafia, like the witness mafia.
The witness mafia, man. It was like, and I think they told me at one point, they were like, we're only hiring witnesses. No, for better or for worse.
I'm pretty sure there's some laws against that.
And discriminatory practices at the workplace for sure. But they hired a whole bunch. At first, it was not only witnesses. It was like whatever. But the application process was stupid. I was applying at 7 different places at a time. So they were like, hey, come in for your written test Tuesday at 1 p.m. And I'm like, hey, I need off of work. And then the next week it was like, hey, come in for your interview at Monday at 11. I'm like, hey, I need off of work. And that was, if I was doing 2 to 3 fire departments at the same time, they were like, hey, why are you taking all these days off? And I didn't want to tell them. I was trying to move up. I was trying to get more money. So I was like, I'm not going to tell them I'm quitting because they're not going to give me a raise. I was making pennies on the dollar. I was making like $9 an hour. So I'm like, please give me 11. It was, so I was trying to, apply.
Were they, because I never worked there, but me and her both have a ton of friends that did work.
Yeah.
Like, what was the workplace like? Was it?
It was a fucking sweatshop, dude. I know. I'm telling you, it was horrible.
Was it like was it toxic at all, or was it? Were they
toxic
actually,
in what way?
Like management. Like, did you feel?
I don't. I mean, it was definitely a family-owned company. Okay. So like, the family didn't do the shit I did. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
so I was, dude, this was obviously way before COVID. They did not give a shit about anything regarding sanitation or anything.
I've heard some stories.
So for the people that are listening that don't know what Image First is, we used to get doctors' offices' bloody linens and sheets and pillowcases from all these surgery centers and doctors' offices, and we would sort them. So I was the sorter. Okay, so I would literally, this is why I appreciate the fire department so much. I'm telling you. I'm like, you've never had a shitty job, haven't you? Have a shitty job and then complain about the fire department. Oh. So I had gloves.
Do you know what the tuna sandwich is?
No. What is
okay,
it?
Never mind. So we had one of our family members is a driver.
Oh shit! I'm talking about your family here. I'm sorry.
No. It's not like a real family.
Okay.
And he said there was something called a tuna sandwich.
Okay.
Where I don't know. Well, I think it's an OBGYN.
Oh.
Where it was on his normal pickup. And I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about this, so I'm probably gonna say something wrong. Apparently, there's like some kind of procedure where you have to like scrape stuff out.
Oh god.
Okay. And there was a lot of stuff that they would scrape out.
Oh no.
And then they would put in a sheet and essentially just fold it up and put it in the bin. And he said it was like a Tuesday, it was like a Tuesday thing. It was like the freaking what did I just say it was called?
The tuna sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, it was tuna sandwich Tuesday. And he said that it smelled so bad that the truck would like reek. He would have to ride with the windows down. And then he said he'd always just drop off them to the sorters.
That was fucking me. So to show you the hierarchy here, okay? We looked at the drivers, us, and we're like, maybe one day we'll be a driver. Okay? That's how bad it was. There's no freaking fans. There's nothing in there. It's just the Florida heat, the humidity of Southwest Florida. So the drivers would literally they would just put it, they wouldn't do shit. They would put it in the little carts and they would just wheel the carts. We'd get so pissed at the drivers because we'd see them just wheeling the carts.
Dude, I can imagine.
And there were 17 carts per truck and 7 trucks per day. So we grabbed these things and we had no gowns, no masks, no gloves.
I heard it was bad.
Excuse me, no.
It wasn't sanitary is what I heard.
So all I had was gloves. And literally, so another hierarchy, okay? So within the sorters, there was hierarchy, okay? So if you were like if you were like like a good sorter, you would be the guy dumping the thing, okay?
Oh,
so
man.
you're like the high sorter, so you have the bag, and your responsibility is to dump the bag. Okay? So this guy's like dumping this bag, right? And we're like, I'm getting paid $9 an hour, and I have only gloves on, no mask, nothing. And he's dumping all these tuna sandwiches or whatever.
Tuna sandwiches.
And I have to bend over and pick up these sheets and be like, is this a sheet? Okay. And then I throw the sheet over here, and I'm like, oh, this is a blanket. I throw the blanket over here.
Were they only like really dirty, or were they?
No,
like...
so not everything. Okay. So sometimes, but it seemed like maybe on Wednesdays or Tuesdays, whatever, it would be dirtier than most or whatever. Randomly, it would just be like, we'd just be, oh shit, sorry. We'd just be normal like bags, like, oh, these are all clean, you know.
Got your CD player on your hip.
Right, yeah. These are all No, dude, there's no conveyor belt. I'm bending down. This is on the floor. Okay? So I'm on the floor. I'm on the damn I'm bending down to pick it up. So the big sorter guy would throw all these bags, and eventually the pot, because we could never keep up, right? Because how fast can you like grab a bag and then dump 40 pieces of laundry out? So we can never sort that fast. So this sorter, and it was always like a family member, because they're like, but it was a shitty family member, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you still got to sort,
but
at least
the driver.
Right, exactly. So Jeff Mankey, did you ever know him?
Oh yeah.
So
he studied with me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, he was always the guy who was freaking doing it, and then we'd have this big ass pile of clothes, and then we'd eventually freaking do it. And I like Jeff. He was a great guy.
Jeff's a good guy.
But him and it was Mike Lawton that was there. Jeremy Greenfield.
Oh yeah.
I think So and
good guy too.
You talk about a bond that you make when you're sorting through literally shitty laundry. It is great.
It's gotta be tight.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so tight because you're like, man, F those drivers, bro. Like, look at those guys.
We all stink.
It was horrible. Nowadays, man, even when I was leaving, they had a conveyor belt, and I felt like an old dude who complains about the younger generation, because they had a conveyor belt. They all had gowns, masks, and stuff, and they didn't even have to bend down. Yeah, they were just like you were doing before.
Yeah, left, right.
I don't even have to move. But back then, dude, we would like push people into the dirty laundry.
Oh, no.
Dude, it wasn't always bloody tuna things, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it was just like regular sheets. So, and every once in a while, this is how far deep we got into the sadness of, or not sadness, but like it was miserable, right? You're getting paid $9 an hour for like the crappiest job ever. They would throw these things, and every once in a while there would be a towels with a blue stripe, and the blue striped towel was very rare. So whenever someone would throw something that had blue striped towels, it was only like, it was mostly purple striped towels, right? So there was like 100, 200 purple striped towels, but there was always one blue striped towel. So whenever that blue striped towel came out, we were like, oh, and we would freaking grab, like somebody would try to grab it, and whoever threw it into the cart first won. And that was our thing. We would
Sounds kind of fun.
Dude, $9 an hour, bro, for 10-hour days. 10-hour days. It was horrible.
Was it 410s?
Yeah, it was 410s. It was. So when people like bitch about the fire department and stuff, I'm like, dude, I had a really shitty job. Like that's my first job out of high school, bro. It was horrible. But yeah,
that's really.
And we joked about how people would come in and be like super. They would be fat when they would come in, and everybody would lose a bunch of weight. Yeah, dude.
Dang.
We
perks of a sweatshop.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy, man. It was a fun place to work, but it sucked. So anyway, I was trying to
Builds character.
I was trying to get on with the fire department from while working there, and it was terrible. So I was like, you know what? I was telling the girl I was dating, I was like, man, I think I'm just gonna try to move up in this company. I just can't commit to this company and commit to this fire department. And it became a huge thing in the relationship. She's like, I thought you were going to be a fireman, da, 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 da. And I was like, man, fuck the fire department. I'm not going to do it. And for like a year there, I didn't apply. And I moved back to Charlotte because we broke up, me and that girl. And then I moved back to Charlotte, and for like 8 months, dude, I was thinking about applying anywhere, dude. Like Bojangles and shit, no shit. Like, and I was like, what am I going to do with
Did you take on any bad jobs when you got here?
Working with my stepdad, if you count that one. But no. No,
I think, what did he do?
He was a mechanic. Neil.
Okay, and he lived
Ferrantino.
in Florida.
Yeah.
I think
Lehigh.
Yeah.
You remember him?
Yeah, that my dad always took his trucks to him.
Yes. Yeah, because he owned a Firestone down. Excuse me. He owned a Firestone down there. He's a crazy Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you met him.
I have to have.
Yeah.
He might even. Is he an older guy? Hold on. I think I've actually
70. I think he was born in 70.
I personally dealt with him.
He's what's your opinion of him?
Okay, I'm gonna try. I don't know if you know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't even know who I'm talking about. He was a guy in a movie. I believe it was Groundhog's Day. No, not Groundhog's Day.
I'm gonna let you down in the subject. I can already tell.
It was a movie. Do you know Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Okay, he's famous in those kinds of movies.
Okay.
He's an older Italian guy.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, so he reminds you of him.
Yeah, you remind me of him.
he I don't know. His whole family, when they talk to each other, and this is maybe the Italian way, they yell at each other. And so he was my stepdad, and I'm a young testosterone filled, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, and he's yelling at me, and I'm like, dude, don't. And I was I'm not beating anybody up, but I was like, dude, don't talk to me like that. I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, man, but don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
And it was always a friggin', he would always, but he honestly, I don't think he meant it. I don't think he was, but he was like, hey, what are you doing? Put your shoe, move your car. He would just talk to you like that, and it would just boil my blood. I'm like,
yeah,
who is this motherfucker think he's talking to? I would just get so angry as a 20-year-old. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna murder this dude. And I would just get so pissed, dude. So I moved back here. I lived with him and my mom for a year, and I was like, I can't fucking do it. And I had to move out. So I moved out with a buddy of mine. What was I doing up here? I was doing Alpha Omega, a random construction company, again with the witnesses, and I was working for them, and I was like, you know what?
Alpha and Omega construction. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. And I was working with them, and they, I was just talking about the Alpha Omega last night. I was working with them, and I was just like, dude, I think I gotta apply at the fire department again, and then I did Gastonia, Kannapolis, Charlotte, and maybe there's one other one, Concord.
Okay.
And then I got hired with Charlotte, and the rest is history. But
what part of Charlotte do you work in?
Highland Creek. You know where that is?
Oh yeah, that's actually a nice area.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of quiet. We don't run. We run old people.
Okay.
It's a big. It is a big residential area. So we have the interstate, so we get some decent wrecks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you'll love it if you get hired, dude.
I think I'll have a really good time.
Yeah, I think you'll be good, and I think you can deal with the social dynamic of a fire department.
100%.
That's a huge part of it.
I think, and I tell her this all the time, I know my weakness, and it's definitely going to challenge me for sure.
What?
So my weakness is very much like, and I went through this all the time when I worked for the city, and I know I'm going to deal with it. So it's going to be a hurdle. It's when someone tells you to do something, and you're coming from it with the approach as to not why in a disrespectful way, why in a, if you explain this to me, not only will I probably be able to do it without you asking, but I'll probably do it better because now I understand what is the purpose of this. So I would always ask people, okay, well, like why are we doing this? More like from a learning perspective. Sure. And dude, I know it's gonna, like, basically just doing something without fully understanding why we're doing this. Like, is this just something that we just do, or is it, or is there like an actual purpose behind this?
I think you should. I think that is an older mentality of like, man, all
'Cause I
these
think
young
so.
kids asking why, why, all these millennials asking why. I have heard that before. But I think it's a wise thing to do, to explain to someone. Now, I think it has to do with when you ask that question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if the fire is burning and somebody tells you to do something, like ask later why.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, hey, so can you run it by me? Why would Motherfucker, get it? You know, don't throw the ladder.
Yeah.
He's burning alive.
Yeah.
You know, that's an exaggerated instance. But the thing I think that gets most rookies, I think, is just remembering. It's tough when you're a rookie, and I was a rookie. I remember what it was like. You are
So tell me, like, what kind of stuff do you go through as a rookie?
It depends on the station.
Okay.
Right? So our station is pretty easy. We're not hazing anybody or anything like that. But some stations, you're pouring coffee for every single person.
Are you serious?
Some stations, you are cooking every single meal by yourself.
Oh my God.
For 8 people.
Okay.
And then you slave in the kitchen for like, and if you cook a shitty meal, they're going to be like, we're not doing that again. You can't just whip something up in 30 minutes. You got to be in there for like 2 hours cooking, right?
Oh no.
So you're in there for 2 hours cooking and you're like freaking sweating and everybody else is like just horizontal on a couch, right? They're just like snoring. Yeah. You're just slaving away. And then you finally like, you make the plates and you know, you pour the waters and you put the forks out and you put the napkins out and somebody, they sit down and they're like, well, what the hell is this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't even stomach this. It's so disgusting. And they throw it right in the garbage. And you as a rookie have to be like, don't freaking lose your shit on this dude.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they see weakness, even more so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going for it even more.
That's going to be a learning curve for sure.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. I think the mic might be a little far. Can you? Yeah. No, you're not going to break it. I don't think you're going to break it.
Is that better?
I think that's a little better.
Oh my goodness.
You don't have to do. Yeah, I think that's a little better.
Okay.
See, I can hear you. I can hear you way better now.
I think I have another beer. You know, midway, I feel like this mic should be in front of my face.
Well, I gave you. I don't.
I'm afraid to touch it, honestly.
Clearly, you don't. I don't know anything, right? This is podcast number 2. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I think it would sound better.
Yeah.
Working on the echo, there's so many things to freaking think about. But yeah, dude, the fire department is. That's the hardest part about a rookie is when you're working your ass off, everybody else is doing nothing, and they're bitching about you're doing it. But the only reason they're doing it is because to see how much you can take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's definitely going to be exciting. Like I'm excited to see how it goes.
yeah. No, I think you'll get hired first of all, and I think you'll do well on it. I think I'm gonna get. You can enter the screen. Like there's no. You should like. For Dakotah is here giving us beer for the people just listening and not watching. What was switching gears a little bit? What was it like studying with Jeff?
Honestly, Jeff's a really, really cool dude.
I love Jeff.
So it was probably the most painless study. More or less. It was like, all right, read this paragraph. Okay. Okay. And who is God? Okay. Jehovah. Okay. Like it was like that.
It was super easy.
Yeah, it was super easy. And he was like, do you want to go shoot the basketball?
And that was it?
Dude.
Nice. That's cool.
Like sometimes we got into depth. It's not that he didn't do a good job. I just think that we both kind of knew what we were talking about.
And he was young too.
Yeah, he was a young guy. So we both kind of knew what we were talking about, and we knew more so this is just kind of a formality.
Yeah.
Like I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, so I kind of knew a majority of what was in that book anyways. You just kind of had to do it.
Do you remember the book?
Yeah, it was the What Does the Bible Really Teach?
Oh, it was the Bible Teach
Yeah.
book. What was the one before that? Do you remember? Knowledge? Was it Knowledge before that?
I don't know.
I think it was the knowledge that leads to everlasting life.
I might have not been old enough.
I think it was the knowledge that, you know what I want to really do on here one day is get somebody who like really knows their shit when it comes to like JW stuff.
Oh yeah.
And just like, oh yeah. And like,
dude, there's somebody that I watch on YouTube that lives in Charlotte.
Really?
And he knows his stuff.
Really?
This is like, to
What's
me.
his name?
I don't know if I know his actual name.
Okay.
He might not have put it out there.
Oh.
But he was like, to me, one of the founding fathers of like exposing. And yeah, he's super good. And then I was like, man, I'd love to meet this guy. And then he was like, oh yeah, me and my wife live in Charlotte. And I was like, dude, what? And him and his wife both have separate YouTube accounts.
Whoa.
And they both have different kind of stances. He's more like into doing what's right. Not that she's not. Like he's more like, oh, they do this. This is what we should do. She's very anti-control groups. So she comes more from the aspect of like self-empowerment. Okay. Like this is how to recognize you're in a high control group. This is what to do once you realize it. Stuff like that. He's more. He just digs so deep into
There's so
the
much
history.
depth to it, man.
Yeah.
And you could really go down some rabbit holes of doing it. I don't think I find as much interest as I once did about really memorizing and you know what I mean? Like you could really get in. Do you find yourself still doing it?
Dude, oh yeah.
Really?
Dude, I freaking love it.
You know what I want to talk about?
Yeah.
I want to talk about your YouTube channel.
Yes. Me and Dakotah have a YouTube channel. It's called Obedience to Truth.
Okay.
That's the name of our YouTube channel. And we started it because at least for me, once I realized, hey, maybe something's not right here. Like seeing different people on YouTube kind of go through their experience being a witness and what made them realize, something's not right here. Maybe everything I've ever thought is wrong. Like watching those kind of people really helped me realize, that it's not wrong to question things. You're kind of raised, kind of getting punished for questioning things. Mm-hmm. They really don't like someone who asks questions. They kind of just want someone to just repeat the answer and move on. And
it's asking the wrong questions, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times they do say like, I think the Bible Teach Book even says, hey, it's always good to ask questions. Sometimes when we are a kid, I swear it's the Bible Teach Book. It says when we're a kid, we grow up asking questions and we're always asking questions. But as we grow older, we stop asking. So I think it's just when you're questioning the belief system is that when they get very anti, and 100%. It goes without saying.
100%. It's like you can ask questions as long as it's these questions.
Within the boundaries.
Exactly.
Right.
But if your questions have anything to do with like the foundation of us, then that's like something that you just need to pray about. It's literally like, I don't know if you know much about the Mormons, but they like have this like burning of the bosom type thing.
No, I've never heard of burning of the bosom. What is that?
Yeah, it's like if you question like, how do I know if Joseph Smith is true? Like everything's true. And it's like if you're having doubts, then you just pray that you get a burning of the bosom. And so it's just like, from what I hear, it's like just this warmth. And so it's like, it's like a cure-all. It's like, oh, you're having doubts. Oh, but I have the burning of the bosom. So it's real. It's all real.
Have you ever talked to a Mormon like openly? Of having a beer, or I mean, I guess they don't drink beer, but
no, I have not.
I really want, because not that I don't believe some things that they say about them, but I want like a Mormon to confirm everything, certain things.
There was one time that we were at our apartment, and I was coming home from work, and there was Mormons, and this is when I was the deepest I've ever been in like
JW.
Yeah, and Mormon stuff. I'm interested in them equally. Even though I have nothing.
But you were still out.
I was out.
Oh, okay. You were out, but you were still.
Yes,
okay,
I'm sorry. I meant deep into like the debunking.
Okay, yeah.
And I've always been interested in both of them. Okay. Because even when I was like deep in the witnesses, like actually, I was still interested in what Mormon believe because they were so similar to us. Mm-hmm. They dressed similar. They rode bikes. We didn't get bikes.
We got AC, bro. That's way better.
Yeah. We got Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts.
Get stuck in the back of a car group. But they can't have coffee.
They have coffee either. But he was at the neighbor's door as I was coming home from work, and she wasn't home yet. And so I was like,
were you next, or did they just pass you?
I was hoping I was next. I was like, please knock on this door. Because like I just wanted to ask them like all the things that I've never gotten to ask. And it was like it must have been like a return visit. Because it was like they just went there and then left.
Oh man. That I want to know if the underwear is
I believe that's
real.
real. The undergarment,
The undergarment,
like ceremony or something like that.
I think it's. I thought it was chastity, or isn't it like what you wear before you get married?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
real.
I don't know a ton about that, but I do know it's real.
Do you know what? I think they're popular for soaking too. Have you heard of soaking?
Oh wait, hold on. I
I
think
these are the
familiar.
Mormon. I see. This is the thing I don't believe. Like I don't know if this is real.
All right, if you're a Mormon, shout like come on, come on.
I
This
really don't
podcast.
think soaking's real, dude. I just can't. In my mind, I'm like, it's just not real. But maybe it is. I don't
Hey,
know.
there's some weird things going. You never know, man.
I don't know. It. I don't. There's so many things like that about the Mormon, about a lot of things. But I'm sure that people have thought about that about witnesses too. You know, like,
Yeah.
oh, surely they don't. Whatever the hell. But
Yeah,
why do they think birthdays are bad or blood
Yeah.
transfusions or whatever?
absolutely.
It I don't know, man. It is what I wanted to ask about your YouTube channel is you made like 2 videos. And you
Yes.
got like a bunch of you got
Dude, we had a lot of good
people.
feedback.
Yeah. What was that like?
Oh, dude, it's amazing. We're actually doing a, what do you call that? What do you call it in college when you have to do like one more thing? A dissertation.
A dissertation? Okay.
Yeah. I actually have no clue if that's what that is. But it sounded right. I don't know.
One more thing? Okay.
And we have a woman in Cambridge getting her doctorate in religion.
Okay.
And she reached out to us. And so we're going to do a dissertation with her. It's a 2-hour interview.
Whoa.
Yeah. Where she kind of goes over, like, she just wants to know, like, she wants to get really deep into like all different, she just wants to know like everyone does. And so basically she wants to get kind of deep into what witnesses believe and stuff like that. So
So exciting.
Yeah,
When
so-
are you doing that?
I don't know. We haven't really picked a date yet. So she's like, she gave us a couple dates to pick from. We just haven't picked a date. So
That's cool.
yeah, I was like, dude, this is fun. Like, who would have thought?
Dude, you guys got to do more, man. Like you did the 2 videos or did I miss a third one?
The third one.
Have you done a third?
We almost filmed it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But I actually just got into like a class workout. It's very similar to CrossFit.
Okay.
And I just started, so I'm dead.
When are you going? Are you guys going together?
Yes, I'm probably going to go back to CrossFit.
Sweet.
We just did a trial here
Okay.
because I'm thinking like I need to get back in shape. Like cardiovascularly, dude, I'm like not good right now. Like,
What made you realize that? What'd you do?
oh, dude, I went on a freaking walk, and my dude, I didn't even know this is possible. My Apple Watch said low cardiovascular fitness,
What?
and I was like,
calls you out like that?
dude, I was like, what the hell?
Wow, that's stupid.
And then
Apple.
I was like, why? Like, so I chat GPT'd it. I was like, why is my watch telling me this? And it says because your VO2 max is too low.
How can it could tell your VO2 max from that watch?
Yeah, because it has like ECG. So it
VO2
can,
max has to do with how much oxygen is flowing, right?
exactly.
Okay.
So it can read your oxygen level. So if on a brisk walk, if your like VO2 gets too low, it's like, dude, this is not good.
Oh no!
You've only walked like a mile.
Your Apple Watch motivated you though,
Dude,
so
it did. And then getting ready for the FPAT now. And I was like, dude, I swear to God, if I get hung up on the freaking FPAT, dude, because they changed the whole order now. It used to be the FPAT or the CPAT was the first thing after the exam. Now you do every single interview, and the last thing before recruitment is the FPAT.
Whoa!
So I'm thinking, dude, if I get through all of this and then I don't get the FPAT, I'm gonna be pissed off.
The FPAT is not that bad. It's way easier than the CPAT. Yeah. Have you done one?
I haven't done the FPAT. I did the CPAT 3 times.
If you've passed the CPAT and you're anywhere near that shape, you'll be fine.
I don't think I am though. Like when I did the CPAT, I think I was probably like 30 pounds lighter.
I still think the FPAT's going to be hard to fail. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm trying to think. Have you ever done the Jacob's ladder?
No.
The Jacob's ladder is probably the hardest thing. And then at the end, you've got to do the ceiling pull. That's still a little hard. Everything.
The first time I did the CPAT, I actually went blind during that part.
Went blind.
Yeah, because I was killing myself, dude.
What do you mean?
I remember.
You
I
went
think the
blind?
night
You
before.
couldn't see?
Yeah, like the night before, I think I was a little like I drank a bit, and I was like, "Oh, dude, the CPAT's today." And I remember, like, dude, when you're so gassed that your vision's blurry. I don't know if that's normal. I think it's normal.
No, yeah. If you're about to faint, I would imagine.
Dude, I just remember like I could barely see, and I was just like I was missing it, and he was like kind of guiding it. And I was like, ding, ding. And I was like,
God, dude, that one. The first time you do that ceiling pull, it's really hard.
It is.
I practiced so much the stair stepper. I was so ready for the stair stepper. Climb those stairs, because that's all I did at the gym. I would go to the gym and do the stair stepper for like 30 minutes. Yep. I did the same. I had a 20-pound vest, I think, and I would carry a 45-pound plate, and I would just. Yeah. And that was my workout. That's all I did, because that's all I was training for.
I see the same exact thing.
Yep. And it was fantastic. But the first CPAT I ever did, dude, I remember killing it. And then I got to that ceiling breach, and I was like, I don't know if I was trying to bicep curl it or whatever. I wasn't doing it right. And I thought I was going to run out of time. I was like, dude, I'm not going to make it. I'm like, just horrible. And I was like, I remember looking over the guy, and I'm like, am I out of time? He's like, no, you're not yet. And I'm like, and I freaking passed. Oh, dude. But then afterwards, you realize that if you cup it underneath, and then like you just squat. Yeah, exactly. And then you're air squatting 30 pounds.
Yeah,
or whatever,
and then it's nothing.
But when you're trying to bicep curl it, and you're like I can't go anymore. It was horrible, dude.
No, horrible. I felt the first CPAT I took, I failed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just.
How far did you get?
I think I just was short like 3 seconds. It was super close to the point where it pissed me off.
Oh yeah.
I was like, sucks. He was like, oh yeah, it's like 3. It was like maybe 5 seconds. He was like, yeah, you're 5 seconds off. I was like, I mean. But like, I'm good though, right? I remember being like, no, like, look how many applicants there are, dude. And I was like,
is this in Charlotte or Florida?
Yeah, in Charlotte.
Okay.
And dude, I thought it was like a joke. Damn. I was like, dude, are you serious? He was like, yeah, you're out.
Damn.
I was like, dude, frick.
Honestly, applying at the fire department makes you be able to deal with rejection better than anything, bro. Because it sucks when you get the no. Did you have another chance to take another CPAT, or was that the last one?
No, so I did get another chance. They scheduled it next week. The next week. Okay. Yeah, which I passed. Dude, and I passed with like, it felt like there was like 2 minutes to spare. It was like, I crushed it. And I was like, where was this last week, dude?
Yeah, dude. What the heck? It's wild. Well, it was crazy, and I almost kind of like, it would kind of bother me a little bit that everybody had 2 or 3 chances. Because in Florida, 1 chance.
You only got one?
1 chance. Almost every. There was one department that was part of a national certification thing that like almost outsourced their thing, and they allowed you to purchase 2 CPAT something. So like you could purchase.
You could buy
for
another
money.
Session?
You could buy a redo.
Dude, what?
Yeah. So it was wild, and I remember.
But it was by a third party.
It was like one of those national applications that it was kind of weird. It wasn't like you're talking to someone who works at Charlotte. But anyway, I was doing the CPAT, and I ran the stairs, and they had a really funky route, and I didn't have a proctor, and I ran out of bounds, and they failed me.
Yeah, because they'll get you for that.
And I was like, I ran out of bounds. And I was like, oh, I realized I was out of bounds. I was like, oh, I gotta. And the guy was like, oh, yeah, keep coming. And another guy came out of nowhere. He's like, hey, no, he's out. But I had purchased the redo just in freaking case. So I purchased the redo. And
was it at a different location?
No. It was the same place. It's like same within 10 minutes. And they were
10 minutes later you did it?
Yeah. So, but remember, all I did was that freaking thing.
So you felt, I got this.
So I was like, yeah, no, I'm ready. I can go again. And they're like, what? Are you sure? And I was like, yeah, no. I was like, okay, take 10 minutes. So we took 10 minutes. I did it again.
I feel like I worked at Image first.
And yeah.
I can do this twice.
Don't even get me started on that. That was the worst job ever. Please, where are you? Worst job ever.
I freaking sorted tuna salads, dude.
I cannot overemphasize how bad that job was. Honestly, and then you get on the fire department, and they're paying you $42,000 a year to like fight fire and learn. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is great. Like, I love it. And I've loved it ever since. Tell me more about your the class you joined. The workout place.
So it's called Metabolic.
Okay.
Totally like a CrossFit wannabe.
Okay.
For sure. Okay. What's so stupid though is they charge the same price. Yeah. So, because I think I'm gonna go to Charlotte CrossFit Charlotte.
Okay, go ahead. My brother might go there.
Dude, it's literally 4 minutes from my house. It's on Monroe, and I live on Randolph, which is like right there. So essentially, it's like CrossFit if you took away any barbells,
okay,
and any pull-ups, and anything like that. It's like so basically you have like you have 5 lanes. Okay, every lane has the same exact thing, and you move from one to the next. So you start, and it's actually kind of hard. Like I'm not gonna knock it. It's actually,
I'm sure it's hard.
It's actually a lot. But like you'll do like, okay, station 1 is like 50-pound lunges on like a little slidey board. So you like put your foot on a sock. It's actually like a sock, dude. And you like do the lunge on the little board, and then you'll do like planks, and then you'll do like these like overhead carries and stuff. And it's like at first it's like laughable, but then you're like, dude, this is actually kind of hard, because when you see the equipment, you're like, dude, this is gonna be a breeze. Like, this is gonna be easy. And then, dude, like
these clowns in here.
Yesterday, I was like about to die, and then I thought I was on the 5th exercise, and I was like, I can get through this. Like, I'm not gonna pass out. And then he's like, all right, guys, finished up. Let's start round 2. And dude, I was like,
how many rounds were there?
There was 2 rounds.
Oh, okay.
But the first round almost killed me. Dude, I was like, oh my God.
Did you know there was 2 rounds?
No, I thought that was it. Because like the amount of torture I went through, I totally thought I was out of time. Like, we're done, we're going home. And then he said another round, dude, and I was like, oh my God. Like,
but you finished.
I finished.
And you didn't pass out?
No, I didn't pass out.
And you didn't puke?
But dude, my heart was pounding so hard.
Dakotah, were you there?
I was there the first day.
She went the first day.
And then I tapped out.
I think so. You liked it enough. You liked it, but
I'm gonna keep doing
CrossFit.
it for the free trial.
Okay, which is what?
I haven't. So 3 classes. I got 1 more.
Okay, cool.
But I definitely, the only issue that I had with it is there's no upper body like strength movements. Yeah. It's all legs.
Oh,
which is like
no push-ups, burpees, nothing.
Nothing. So like, am I like, from the way I look at it, if you're like a woman, this is perfect,
right?
Because that's kind of like, you know, if you go to the gym, that's mainly what women are working out. You don't see a ton of them doing like bench press or anything like that. So it's perfect for that. But I kind of want more like heavy lifting, like overhead lifting, things like that. So that's probably what, and it's unlimited at CrossFit. So the same fee at Metabolic, it was like, it's just a funny name. At Metabolic, it's like you pay this fee, but you can only go.
What do they charge nowadays, CrossFit?
160.
Okay. It's not horrible, honestly, for CrossFit Charlotte.
No,
Charlotte.
we were paying about that in Florida for CrossFit, but we only got like, not that we would go more, like you only got like 3 sessions a week.
Yes.
Like you can only go 3. So this one's unlimited. They do have like, I guess, a separate gym, like open gym, all day, every day.
Do they give you a discount if she joins?
Yeah.
Or what, $80 more or what?
I don't know. It's probably close to not a discount. But I don't think
it's like 300 instead of 320.
They were like, if you pay all up front, you get 1 month free. And I was like, if I give you like over $1,000, almost $2,000, you're gonna give me 1 month free. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll just pay the month.
Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense. She'll probably do something else. I don't know if CrossFit is.
I really like Rockbox.
Yeah, Rockbox is fun.
What's Rockbox?
We've tried all the classes, okay?
Have you really? All the Groupons?
Dude, I just move around and then I shave the mustache and I go right back.
He does have an awesome mustache right now, ladies and gentlemen. How long have you had the mustache? For a while,
Dude, I've had the mustache since I was like 19, 20.
You've never shaved it?
Oh, I've shaved it. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Like here and there.
Oh, okay.
But every time I shave it, I don't know. I'm just like...
It doesn't last long.
No.
You bring it back.
Yeah. It's like a part of me now. Like, I don't think I could get rid of it. But yeah, Rockbox is kind of like... It's a lot more like fun. Like the lights are dim and they like play really good music loud.
It's like a party.
It's basically a party, but you will work. Like a lot of it is boxing focused.
Okay.
So a lot of like bag work. So like typically the trainer will be like a somewhat experienced boxer. I don't know how experienced you have to be, but he'll like teach you like, all right, we're going to throw like 3 hooks and then we're, and then like everyone's just like jamming out, just like punching this bag. And then they'll like open the door and they'll be like, all right, go run. And then like you go outside and you sprint and then you come back in and it's like, it's just nonstop.
Yeah, sure.
And so we actually did it with some friends, like another couple.
Yeah.
And it was just always fun. Like we'd walk out of there and we were just like, yeah.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Dude, the community behind a good gym, man,
It's fun.
Awesome, man.
Absolutely.
It's such a good time. And of all the hobbies to have, of all the vices to have, if you're like addicted to a gym and addicted to that community, awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's what I love about CrossFit, man. A lot of the friends that I have nowadays are from the gym that I go to and have been going to for 9 years. And you get in there and
That's a long time to go to CrossFit.
Yeah, and you can't tell, can you? 9 years.
Okay, so I got a question.
Okay.
What is L1, L2, L3, and L4?
I'm so out of it nowadays. So it's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Okay. I don't know the difference. So I had my level 1 years ago, like in 2018, I got my level 1, and then it's good for 5 years before you have to recertify. And you do a recertification.
Do you have to like hit like certain weights or?
No. You pay, it's just a money grab. Yeah, it's just a money grab, dude. You just go, it was back when I took it in 2018, it was $1,000. But if you had your level, if you were a first responder, they gave you $200 off. Bro, that's the best part about being a fireman. If you get to be a fireman, you get discounts everywhere.
Yeah, that's good.
But it was $800, and all you did was go for a weekend. Saturday, Sunday, I drove to Wilmington. I took my level 1. Nicole came with me. We stayed in a hotel. This was before kids. I did my level 1. I went over there. She gave Jill, the owner of the gym. She was like looking for coaches at the time. She was like, "Hey, like we could use your help. If you go take your level 1, I'll give you a key." And I used to try to go like odd hours a lot during that time, like Saturday, Sunday. So I was like, "Oh my God, she's gonna give me a key. This is great."
Yeah, I'm going
so I'm like, "Okay, I'll go get it." And I'm like, and I liked CrossFit more back then. I was like, man, I would watch the games. I would sign up for the Open. I was very into it, even though I think I'm in better shape now. But back then I was just like, I wanted to learn so much. I wanted to learn how to do muscle ups. I wanted to learn how to do double unders. I was doing all these things. And then I got the key. I got my level 1 and I started coaching. And I was like, I fucking hate coaching. I hate it. It's so horrible. Everybody's like talking when you gotta like be an asshole. And you're like, hey guys, warm up, And and the culture at CrossFit Allegiance is awesome. They've got an awesome community.
Is that the one here?
Yes, the one I go to. But their structure during warm-ups and is not like, they're always, and I'm part of the problem, they're always yelling at people because people are talking during the warm-up and stuff.
Dude, that pissed me off.
It's just not it's not structured.
That's like when you're trying to explain the rules to a card game.
Yeah. Oh, and the board game.
That will get me heated.
Oh, you get upset?
Dude, I get upset. I'm like, you know what, guys? I'm done. Like, I'm done trying.
Dude, whenever you're at a party and somebody pulls out like a really complicated card game or board game, it is kind of funny because everybody's like, you've got one guy who's like, oh man, it's Settlers of Catan, man. Like,
guys, it's actually a
just
good
give
game.
it a fucking chance, man. It's freaking awesome. And then,
one round and you'll get it.
And then everybody's drinking, and everybody's like yapping in your ear, and then I could see you just freaking flipping the table.
Dude, I used to get into it, and then I just gave up 100%. Now I won't even like participate in the game.
What card games do you guys play? That you were super into?
Quick Wits. Quick Wits was really fun.
Okay.
I actually have a very good game for this podcast.
Okay.
That would be very good.
I'm ready.
It's called Super Fight.
Okay.
Okay, so basically what it is you get one person or thing, and then 2 adjectives that are kind of crazy. Not adjectives, that's not really the right word. Like 2 things that come with that.
Okay.
So you'll pick one person or thing. So for instance, you pick this one, it says, it's a black card, it says Darth Vader. Okay. Now you got to pick 2 white cards. One card will be like, has kittens as hands.
Darth Vader, kittens with hands.
And then you'll pick one more and it'll be like, is wearing sunglasses that make him unable to see.
I'm so confused. Okay. I'm trying to follow. Okay.
So you'll be like, that's my fighter. It's called Super Fight. So that's my fighter.
Okay.
I'm Darth Vader. I can't see because I'm wearing sunglasses that are too dark, and I have kittens on my hands. That's my hands as kittens. Okay, and then you pick yours. Okay, so now you'll pick like Bart Simpson, is 3,000 feet tall, but has really bad gas or like something. And they're always ridiculous. Okay. And now we have to argue as to who would actually win in this fight. And then you have to have like an audience vote at the end. Like you get a debate, like you get 1 minute, they get 1 minute. You get your closing argument. Okay. And then, dude, it's so stupid. But I'm telling you, I've seen some fights start over this game.
Really?
Dude, people get mad. Like when the audience shifts and everyone's like, oh, that's a good point. You're like, dude, no way. No way that would work. Because I have supervision. There's no way. It's just the dumbest thing.
Oh my God. That's freaking hilarious. I'm trying to think of all the games that I used to play. I like a good BS game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the card game BS, but anything that has to do with bluffing.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy that. There was a game called Coup that we used to play a lot. And it was basically just, you would be a person, right? And like, hey, I'm and it would have 6 different people, and you would be that person, and that person had powers in the game, right? If I pretended to be the person, I could attack you, or I could do something with the power that the person gave me. Like the Contessa could, or the captain could steal your cards, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm the captain. I'm going to steal 2 of your cards, and you're like, this motherfucker's not the captain. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting there like, is this guy the captain? But the only way to call him out is to risk one of your cards. And you only had 2 cards. So you'd have to be like, Austin, I don't think you're the damn captain. Show me your card. And then you'd be like, I am the captain. And you're like, ah! And it was a really fun game.
That's a fun game.
Anytime you're bluffing, I think is really enjoyable.
There was a game that we had like that because her family is massive. And so like whenever we got a get together, it was like 30 minimum.
God,
like, there was just
crazy.
Like kids everywhere. So there was this one game that was super simple, and you could play. There was like an unlimited amount of, or probably 52, because you need a deck of cards, right? And it was called Mafia. You might have played it. It's where like one person's a killer, and so they get like an ace, and then basically they look around, and if they wink, dude. No, you could call it wink.
I used to call it wink.
Okay,
I played it.
And then there's like a nurse. What is there? There's a nurse.
There is a nurse. I never played it this way.
Yeah, and so the nurse can save people, but like you could accidentally kill the nurse. Like, dude. And that game is so much fun, especially when you start having suspicions on who it is, and then you're like, you have to look quick because it can't be enough time, and then you lock eyes and they.
Yep. And I can't wink. People that could really wink well, I always use the. Can you wink without the cheek? That's pretty good. That's pretty close. Cheek? Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, no, that was pretty good. See, I can't.
You'd be outside.
Oh, dude. So I'm like, and like someone from the other side of the room is like, this motherfucker, he's the killer. Yeah, dude. I was terrible. So I would have to be. No, that is a really fun game. I think we used to play that all the time. And then you dim the lights a little bit. You dim the lights and you're like, who's the killer?
Everyone's just sitting there. Dude, that's a fun game.
That is a fun game, man.
Yeah, we're big game people. We've always been.
Board games too?
We haven't played a good board game in a while, but we were in our heyday. In our gaming heyday.
I haven't played a board game in a long time, man. I think I need to do like a good game night.
Good Monopoly night.
Yeah, dude. Because if people are into it, it's a good time. But sometimes.
And now they got like credit cards. You can play Monopoly with credit cards now.
What do you mean? No.
You don't even need the cash anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you can just swipe. Maybe even tap now.
That's what they give you in Monopoly?
Yeah, like you can use credit cards. Huh, no, like they still have the cash versions. But I remember like I grew up in a house with like 6 kids. We would all just pocket the money. And then we just pretended it was real money. Like, so the money from Monopoly would just disappear. Like, I'd be like with my 6-year-old brother, like, yeah, look how much money I got. It's like in the bedroom. I would just keep it in there.
I don't know what I grew up with. I don't know what I grew up playing. I don't think I ever played
Was your
Monopoly.
family a big game family?
I don't think so, dude. I'm trying to remember. My parents split when I was 16, so before then, I really don't fucking remember playing any games. My dad, you know what my dad would do? We played a lot of chess growing up. But chess is not a good party game. It's actually kind of like a buzz game.
It's like an anti-party game.
Yeah, it's like when you're having a good time and somebody pulls out a chessboard. And
Oh.
like, oh my God, I'm just going to watch these two dudes play chess.
Yeah.
You know, but I love chess. I play it all the time with my dad, but it's a small 2-person game. You know, I have a chess set out there.
Yeah, I saw that.
I do like it. My dad would play pool a lot.
Pool's fun.
Yeah, it was a good time, but I never got good at it. But pool has always been something that he had a pool table at his house. Talking about like the things you didn't realize, like as a kid, you're like, oh, we got a pool table. I don't know, but like it was weird. Like you walk in, sitting room, pool table.
Yeah, you have to have an obnoxiously big house to actually have
It
a pool table.
wasn't that big. I think it was like 2,800 square feet, which is decent, but not enormous.
To have one like out of sight only when you want to see it, I feel like it has to be a really big house.
Oh yeah.
Because every time someone had a pool table, it was always like inconvenient. Like, hey, you want to come to the kitchen, but you got to walk around the pool table.
Oh God. Dude.
There's like holes in the walls.
Yeah, no. A pool table when you can't you're like, oh, can you give me the little stick? Oh, that's terrible.
Just slips off.
Oh man, yeah, it was a good time, man. I don't know. I never played board games growing up. Around here, there was a group of us that would always play board games, but you know, it was the. Did you ever meet any of the witnesses around here, or no?
She probably knows significantly more than me.
Yeah.
I probably met a lot.
We would get together all the time and play board games, bro. Like it was big around here. Frisbee and board games. That was like the two things. That was a good time.
There you
That was fun. One thing I wanted to ask you, and we could wrap it up, but so I was watching your YouTube videos, and you have ads on your YouTube videos. Do you put the ads there, or does YouTube put the ads there? Do you decide?
YouTube puts the ads there. We are almost at the breaking point. If I think once we post one more video, we've hit every KPI.
Oh, remind me what KPI stands for.
Key.
It's like goals, right?
Yeah, it's like a key point indicator.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's a not point. I'm pretty sure it's something else.
But you're trying to do these things.
Yes, if you hit these 3 things, which is how many views in 1 month, this many subscribers, and this many hours watched on a reel. If you hit those 3, you get monetized. And so one more video and we'll be monetized.
So I was watching this YouTube video of yours, and I had to watch an ad. And I was like, this guy's already making money on ads? Like, he just made this thing. But it doesn't happen until you get monetized, even though there is an ad.
Yes, so they put ads on there regardless. It's only once you hit the things that they want you to hit that you actually start making money.
That's cool, though.
Off that ad.
Is that the goal?
It's never been the goal. We're doing it just for the love of the game. But dude, if I get a check from YouTube, I'm pouring one out. Like absolutely, dude. If I get any check, whether it be 10 cents, I'm going out for a drink. Oh, There's no way I'm not.
Yeah, dude. That's an amazing thing, man. And I think it's a testament, the fact that you have so many subscribers and the fact that people are watching it. I think it's a testament to the need and the desire for that kind of content.
100%. And we've had people reach out to us, and we're like building friendships. Like another young couple in Houston, I believe it's Houston. They made a video and they commented us and they said, hey, you guys, we've been wanting to do this for so long. Wow. And you guys gave us the courage to do it. And for us, that was just somebody else for us. Like we saw another couple and we were like, we want to do it. Yeah. Like they're making this look easy. Like people need to hear this kind of stuff. And their story motivated us and inspired us. And now we do it and it's doing it for somebody else. And then I'm sure someone else is watching them. Yeah. And we're seeing this huge uptick on YouTube because I'm on this stuff every day. It's honestly very therapeutic for me. To listen to this stuff while I'm working. And we've talked a little bit about that. Like I'll just be working and then I'll hear someone make a really good point. And I'll be like, damn it. They got me.
Like point against of what you used to believe.
Like
and
scripture.
How did you not see that?
Yeah. Like someone will read a scripture and be like, okay, for instance, when Jehovah's Witnesses believe that Jesus returned invisibly in 1914. I believe it's in Matthew. It says straight up, his return is going to be so visible. It's going to be as if lightning struck all the way from the east to the west. And there won't be a doubt in anybody's mind that this is Jesus returning. I'm paraphrasing this completely.
Sure.
There won't be a doubt in anybody's mind that this is Jesus when he returns. And it even warns. It says people are going to say, oh, Jesus is here. He's just out in the wilderness right now. You can't see him. Hey, Jesus is here. He's just in an inner room. But trust me, he's here. It says people are going to do this. And so when someone read that scripture, I was like,
wow.
Like, that's literally what people are warning against. And here they are. And it's like, so like, that's one of those things where I'll just be plugging away on the computer and I'll be like, dude, how did I not know that? Like, come on, man.
The wild thing to me with the whole 1,000-year reign of Jesus was it started in 1914, but that doesn't count towards the 1,000 years, right?
No, 1,000-year reign from what I believe or what I remember starts in the new system.
Right.
But there's something interesting. And this is actually a point I just recently heard. Someone said, there's an easy way to tell that this doesn't make any sense. The 1,000-year reign, and then Satan gets let out again. Like something's off there because it says in the new system, death will be no more.
Mm-hmm.
No more pain and no more sorrow. But if there's a 1,000-year reign and then 50% of your loved ones die because they followed Satan, that would mean that promise wasn't true. So there's something with that might not have been interpreted right, essentially.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever be able to fully explain to old friends or people that are in that it's nothing personal against them?
I think so.
How?
I don't know. I don't think I've had anybody yet take it personal. Do you mean personal towards our friend or?
Yeah, I think, do you think people, when we have these conversations, do you think people take it personally that are witnesses?
Oh, 100%.
That's what I mean.
Okay. Yes. For the reason that you're like, I'm not attacking them, but I'm not even attacking. I'm just, talking about the thing that they believe is true.
Right.
So yeah, so 100%. It's like I'm not saying anything bad about you,
No.
but I'm saying that everything that you currently believe probably isn't true.
Yeah. Well,
and so that cognitive bias or cognitive dissonance gets triggered. And I know because I used to be on that side of it, and we've had family members openly say things that I say now, and we've literally kicked family members out of the house. And
when you were in?
Yes, when we were in, and we were younger, we were just married.
Mm-hmm.
We had family members say some stuff, and I remember being like, "This is what they said was going to happen." They said there's going to be people talking bad, and I was like, "Satan's in my house. Like we got to get him out." And now it's like I'm on the other side of it. I've been kicked out of houses, and I'm like, I know they're probably thinking the exact same thing. And it's like, you can get upset, you can get irritated, but it's like, dude, there's nothing you can do about it. Jesus was perfect. And they straight up killed him. So, who am I?
That's a wild thing to think about, right?
Yeah.
Like he said it as good as he could say it.
Yeah.
And he only got a little bit of a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like only a few followers, like
100%.
No grand transformation of society or no. People were like, oh yeah, they
couple fishermen,
just random ass friggin' dudes, like maybe one Pharisee, a couple random Gentiles, and some fishermen. And I mean, granted, obviously a lot of people got behind the idea and stuff, but compared to the population then,
100%.
And we're not anything near what he said, right? He's making miracles, and they're like, I don't know if it was true, bro. Like, I mean, it's not. Lazarus didn't raise. Yeah. So whatever we say is never going to resonate. I just feel like sometimes I want to, and maybe it's just my own biases or my own frustrations with it, but sometimes I want to make sure that people understand that it's not personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a attack on you as a person or you as a individual or you as a way of life or whatever. But and everybody has their own, like you were talking about your friend who one of them is super anti the controlling side of it, and then the other one dissects the biblical side of it, right? Everybody, and I think I lean more towards the control of it versus you leaning towards the more biblical side, even though the biblicalness of it interests me a lot. My thing was always like, dude, it is just so in your life. Every aspect of your life is controlled by it. And I think that's what we're kind of, when we have these conversations, I think that's what we're kind of talking about. It's like, we have issues and problems with this thing, but this thing is an entity. It's an impersonable thing. It's an idea. It's a belief. It's not you are not identified as your belief. You know what I mean? Like, I think people sometimes get behind like, this is who I am. This belief is who I am. I'm a Jehovah's Witness, and I need to be. When someone says something bad about Jehovah's Witnesses, they're describing me and they're telling me. But I don't think that's what I'm doing.
I think it's the way that it was designed, because what the organization does is it strips you of everything that's you, everything that's actually you, and says, this is the old personality, which is just who you actually are. This is a new personality, which they take as you are a Jehovah's Witness now. Mm. So technically it makes sense that they're feeling it personally, because that's who they are. Mm. They are their belief, because they've been told that everything that's actually them is just bad. Mm. Everything is, everything that you could possibly want, all your desires, following your heart, that's all terrible. Which obviously the Bible does say that, but they just take it in a different way. So it's like, it makes sense that they're taking it personally, because that's just, they've made it them. That's that's all that they know. So if you attack it, it's like, it's got to set the brain on fire. You know what I mean? Like, but this is me. How can you question it?
Well, what I've realized is you can't tell anybody anything until they're ready to listen to it.
I 100% agree.
You can't.
You can lead the horse to the water.
Yeah, and it's sad, man, because I'm a big proponent of choice, and I think it is therapeutic to talk about these things. I think when you tell those stories about what motivated you to make a video and how your video has motivated others, I don't think there's a lot of people in this space that have a voice. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very unique. It's a super niche.
Because everyone has the right to have a voice, but the control that they've put on you, even after you leave, you're afraid to make that voice heard.
Yeah, dude.
Because you've already left, but now you're walking this line of, is he inactive or is he an apostate?
Right. Oh, and it's super different. How you're treated.
One person just says something about it.
my buddy sent the previous video and to somebody, and he used to always, before he knew I was out, he was always sending me shit like, hey, this is stupid, it's a cult or whatever. He was always trying, like, he thought I was in, and I hadn't told him yet. I wanted to tell him in person that I was out. But anyway, he's always sending me shit like, hey, you're in a cult. Anyway, he's doing this to somebody else now. So I feel like I would never do that, but maybe I would. But he's like sending this dude the podcast before with Mark. And obviously we talk about a little bit about this subject with Mark, or a lot. And the dude said, hey, don't send me no apostate stuff no more.
To you?
To my buddy Rob, who sent him the Spotify thing or whatever.
Does Rob know anything about, was he ever a witness or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were just like.
And he's sending it to an active witness.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised I even talked to Rob. Because Rob is like the epitome of by JW standards. He's like, watch this. Like sending shit to people. And then like, he's like, hey, watch this. Hey, why do you think, hey, you only true religion, huh? Just like badgering people. And I'm like, God, dude, how do you freaking... And that's why... So he would do that when I was in, right? And then I eventually got out, but I didn't tell him for like, even though he was obviously out, I didn't tell him for like 8 months or 6 months or something because I was like, I'm going to see this dude in July. I really want to see him in July and tell him. And I was like, hey man, I got something that's going to make you sad because we're not going to be able to argue about it anymore. I left the church. And he's like, you're fucking lying. He's like, you're lying.
Dude, that's really funny.
Yeah, it was...
That's how I felt when I texted you.
Yeah, dude. I don't even remember. How did that... Did I reach out to you? Did you reach out to me?
I reached out to you and I was like, hey, we were talking about something. And I was like, oh, by the way, we're moving up. And you said, oh, okay, we should have dinner. And then a couple of days went past and I was like, hey, by the way, I feel like me and you are probably on the same page about something. I didn't even say what it was. And you were just like, hell yeah.
Dude, it was really, I feel very blessed because not everybody has the experience that me and you have had, right? Because I left and we left probably in the best time you could have ever left, where humankind, society is so connected in so many different ways. You can get on these meetup apps and you can do all these things. Somebody who left a religion they grew up in 2007.
Oh, you're rough, dude.
Bro,
you still don't have friends, probably.
Dude, it's probably horrible, man. And nowadays you can just connect with so many different people, even people that were out. You know what I mean? Like I told you about the XJW meetup that I went to, and I met a whole bunch of cool people. You know what I mean? Like that was there's no in 2007, dude. That didn't exist. You know what I mean? I don't know. Going back to what I was saying before, I just think it's very important, specifically what you're doing. I mean, we're just here talking shit. You know what I mean? Like we might do a whole podcast and never talk about JW stuff, but I think you guys you and Dakotah both really need to keep it going. And I think you're motivating so many people, and I think it's really beneficial what you're doing. And I know you guys know that, but as a friend, I'm just happy to know you guys, one, and then be part of and see all that stuff, man, because it really is motivating. Talking about how it's such a niche thing. There's not a lot of people that have support in that field, right?
No, it's a very, like you said, it's a very niche group. Yeah, so when you hear someone and you feel like you're like 1 in a million or whatever the number is, 1 in 1,000. I think I think it was 1,000, right? I think it was 1 in 1,000.
He's gaslighting me,
And the only reason
bro.
I remember that is because there was an older sister in my hall, old Russian sister, that was like, the end is coming soon. She was like, he says the little one will become 1,000. And then she referenced because we're 1 to 1,000.
Yeah. It's just a math. I'm sitting here, I'm like, 1 in a million, bro? I don't think so. But I'm like, I'm not going to freaking argue.
80 million people?
I'm not going to argue. Yeah, 80 billion. But I think, I don't know, man. It's just so unique, such a unique thing that not a lot of people understand. And if you're able to help people,
absolutely.
I've never been, and still to this day, I don't think I am. I've never been a proponent of like going out there and like helping people and like volunteering my time. I hope I'm saying this right. And I can't think of the word, but when you go out there and
activism
is the word. I've never been a proponent of activism, and I've never really gotten behind any kind of messages other than this.
No, that's what I feel the same as I've never been an activist.
Yeah.
Ever. But it's like I'm sure all the people that are activists may have been the same way until they found that one thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I resonate with this.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't even claim to be an activist. I just care so much about it.
It comes naturally.
Yeah.
Right.
You realize you're an activist later. You're like, whoa, this is activism. Like, hey, this is kind of cool.
I mean, you're doing it for free.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said it's literally a commission from Christ.
Yeah.
We owe that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of it, and that's a whole different subject about like the biblicalness of if you see something, say something kind of concept of, hey, put the message out there and stuff like that. And,
absolutely.
I just love what you guys are doing, seriously. And
we'll have you on our
dude. Yeah,
I think that'd be super fun. So we have this next one that's going to get filmed, and then the next one after that, we'll have you over.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
said no space on memory.
Oh no. Well, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
It's done. I think I'm still going, but
Okay.
and then sorry about the memory. Hey, it lasted too long. I gotta close the other ones
there you
off.
go.
But hey, thank you for what you're doing.
Absolutely. Thank you
Appreciate
for
you
having
coming
me.
on, and we'll do it again.
Absolutely. Sounds good.